Thank you for joining us on my catalog. And today, yes, we got Dax, the People's Facts. He's going to be doing the remix to Houdini. Without further ado, let's get into it. My man's is a beast.
Yeah, this is perfect too, because he literally tried to tell everybody that he was leaving, and then he came back,
rapping,
right? So he put a Houdini on us, bro.
Yeah.
He tried to say he was gonna disappear from rap.
And what is this, back bro? Like magic.
Yeah.
That's Tahim. Hey, Black, that's Tahim.
I thought you were putting rap. Why don't you put the watermelon down and answer my question?
I did say that, but I didn't say when.
Oh, okay. Well, make sure you do this beat justice. Eminem might be watching.
All right. Bet.
Yo, hey, record.
Guess who's back on an Eminem beat? The renegade, dirty like just last week. I'm the definition of hard in my rap jeans. Seem fitted to fit 1973, back when rap started and was first created, and America was dealing with stagnant wages. The Vietnam War, mass inflation, and Watergate that had just caused the resignation of President Nixon. Everybody was shocked. Then a new genre came and greased the cock. Jacked off mainstream, came and rocked every genre known country to pop. Hi, I'm Dax, the illegitimate son of mainstream rap. If you ain't never heard of my music, it's cause that.
Yo, that's so funny. I telling you history, but like in such a funny way, you know?
Yeah.
Such a comedic way. That's crazy.
His voice sounds amazing on this beat.
Yes, it does, yo. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I like the Eminem plays too.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Dax.
Yeah. And I love how he started it in the video too. He was like, you know what I mean? Kind of like low, sideways. That was dope too. That was really dope. Let's go. I knew he was gonna kill it, yo.
Was first created, and America was dealing with stagnant wages. The Vietnam War, mass inflation, and Watergate that had just caused the resignation of President Nixon. Everybody was shocked. Then a new genre came and greased the cock. Jacked off mainstream, came and rocked every genre known country to pop. Hi, I'm Dax, the illegitimate son of mainstream rap. If you ain't never heard of my music, it's cause that it doesn't propagate, destroying the middle class. I touch on taboo topics like porn addiction and the dangers of constant pussy popping. I've never tried drugs, but to be honest, I'm a very high functioning alcoholic. I'm a straight Christian who's not registered to vote. I got 7.5 inches down below. I went to 3 universities and just about 4 and almost got kicked out cause I'm lying assholes. One had a boyfriend, second wouldn't give dome. Started calling me names, so I made her walk home. Third was a new and you women's volleyball coach who had made false claims to destroy my name. Then took me to court, but she lost. She must have had a brain disorder cause she got a restraining order, but assaulted me. That doesn't make sense. Like people thinking that men and women can be friends. I'm the scientific definition of a movement. No racial tension in my ascension. It's cause of my skill and how I paid attention to my lifestyle and made it cost effective. I'm a Honda driving, Target shopping, panty pinching, same clothes wearing, son of a gun. I don't flex.
Yo, that's so fire, yo, because it's so true. I've seen instances like this where a woman is the violent one, but then she ends up putting a protective or restraining order on the man. You know what I mean? Yeah. She gets to win on both sides. She gets to beat him up, beat his ass, and be able to put the law on him. You know what I mean? Which is like crazy.
Well, because the thing is how it works. Whoever calls the police first wins. That's how it works.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? So men usually don't call the police if their girlfriend's beating them. You know what I mean? That's just what men don't. We don't do that.
Yeah.
But the women will do that.
I think even if he did call the police first, is the woman's always going to be looked at the victimized, especially with Dax. Look at Dax. Dax is a big dude. He's not a small. He's not a small dude. He looked like a football player.
No, it
he shows up in a clapping in the scene like, oh yeah, this chick beat up on you. Okay.
No, I think it really depends on where you live at too, because you know certain states have certain things that help you.
I can only speak for California. California for sure.
I know
you can call first, second, third, fifth. It don't matter. The girl don't even need to call. If you take you to court, she's probably gonna win.
Because I know over here, like I knew somebody that did it. Call somebody. It wasn't even a guy and girl. It was a guy on guy, and this guy called the police. It was like, hey, this guy is threatening me. I want a restraining order on him. And then that guy out of nowhere, like sheriff came to his house, like, hey, you got to go to court this day. He's like, well, for what? It's like somebody said you were threatening them, they will put a restraining on you. And then he went to court, even though he tried to plead his case, like it doesn't matter because he filed first, so he had to get the restraining order on him, which made no sense. It's like whatever, but that's how I see it. But yeah, you're definitely right. Most of the time, it will be. Doesn't matter if the guy calls first. If you're looking like Dax and you're like in a state that's very supportive of women's rights, like child support. Doesn't matter. The women's always going to win, even when it comes to child support, domestic violence, or custody battles. Women always going to win first.
100%. And there's a law, at least on the East Coast, most of the states on the East Coast, it's like when the police show up to a domestic violence complaint, they have to arrest somebody. So somebody got to go down.
Oh yeah, somebody. Yeah, that's the same thing here too.
Yeah, like somebody has to be arrested, which is kind of crazy. Somebody has to be arrested. I mean, what if nobody's wrong? What if like both parties were wrong and they patched it up? Nah, we're gonna have to arrest one of you. Who wants to go? Like, you know what I mean?
Rock, paper, scissors, right?
Yeah, it's freaking wild, yo.
The crazy thing about this too is like he threw some women under the bus a little bit.
Yeah, the volleyball clothes.
Yeah. He was calling all these girls out. I was like, dang, dirty laundry like crazy.
I don't get these references though, because obviously I don't know these topics he's talking about.
I mean, it's pretty personal, but at the same time, like I feel like he's touching on a few mainstream things that we probably don't know about. You know what I mean? Like in the college world type of scenario, you know?
Yeah, I have no clue what he's talking about with the volleyball.
I know what he's talking about as far as what he's talking about.
Oh yeah,
I don't know the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
He's killing this though, man. His flow is immaculate, you know, like freaking crazy.
Oh, yeah, Dax always brings it when it comes to the lyrics, and then his delivery is always fire.
Yes. And his videos, when he does these remixes, I really like that he's just like on the camera and he's just giving you facts basically, left or right, you know, and he's always in a different scenery too, which is really dope.
Yeah, he's very animated too, right? Like he doesn't need much. Like he's like a Busta Rhymes. You just put him in front of a camera, this guy is gonna like perform.
Yeah.
Second wouldn't give dome, started calling me names, so I made her walk home. Third was a new women's volleyball coach who had made false claims to destroy my name, then took me to court, but she lost. She must have had a brain disorder, cause she got a restraining order, but assaulted me. That doesn't make sense. Like people thinking that men and women can be friends. I'm the scientific definition of a movement. No racial tension in my ascension. It's cause of my skill and how I paid attention to my lifestyle and made it cost effective. I'm a Honda.
I thought he said like people think that Eminem and I could be friends. What he was talking about was men and women.
Yeah, men and women. Yeah.
Yo, that was crazy. I didn't even notice the first time around till like afterwards.
Oh yeah, no, I caught that.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about Eminem. You know, it's obviously on his beat, Houdini. So I thought he was like, it's like people think me and Eminem can be friends.
Maybe it's like a play on word. Because I thought on the same thing with you, I thought he said Eminem.
Yeah. He said men and women can't be friends.
Yeah.
But
maybe because I think Dax leans more right, and we all know Eminem leans more left.
That's true. Yeah.
So
the divide could be right there. But it makes sense, men and women instead of Eminem, is because he just kept talking about 3 different relationships. You know?
That's true.
Now he went sour, so it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But assaulted me, that doesn't make sense. Like people thinking that men and women can be friends. I'm the scientific definition of a movement. No racial tension in my ascension. It's cause of my skill and how I paid attention to my lifestyle and made it cost effective. I'm a Honda driving, Target shopping, penny pinching, same clothes wearing, son of a gun. I don't flex for the gram, wear designer brands, and I can confidently say that I'm not a thug. I pay all my taxes, drink Starbucks like real bodies and not all that plastic. Your BBL suck when you dump your truck. How the hell do you guys even wipe your asses? I'm left-handed, unorthodox. I uppercut the game with these hooks I drop. They try to put me in a box, but they can't contain. I jab right crosses over to a different lane. I'm on a roll, rockin' stages, entertaining, screaming, vote Donald Trump. The assassination attempt on his life, in my estimation, was planned by a secret organization. The best in the game, I'm a mastermind. A mastermind, clones and inflection mind. Metaphors do more and fortify, and gross with the likes of a Fortune 5. They're mad at me cause you're not forced to like mine. Core principles which oppose their eye. Dealistic Satan, this world disguised as a playground run by pedophiles. I'm ahead by miles, and I can't slow down. It's criminal activity, push capitalism, jack prices of gas, tax us to the max. Tell us Joe Biden was just sharp as a tack, then have Kamala follow the aftermath and try to convince and garner the votes of blacks. Political tracks will place this republic cannot be a republic if the Democrats drag Biden's ass through a campaign. Avoid the primary just so they can place a plant, replace a vegetable, and make it dance. Sprinkle it with feminism and rainbow flags. I'm not even into political themes. I just had a dream that maybe we're not a democracy, but rather a bougie oligarchy. And side note, I hate the movie Barbie. This family's at feud. Where is Steve Harvey? I'm starting to smell civil war. I can taste the propaganda being made. It's practically dripping through my pores. I don't even want to rap no more. So if you ask what I'm even rapping for, just know I got bored of the mainstream wave that's washed up shore. That you all ride on a shitty surfboard. I wasn't made in China. I'm not in stores. Taiwan, not New Korea. I scream to bask in something else instead of robbing you of vanilla content. That is all just fila. Mine's too deep, that's why they try to ignore me, cause I got the scoop. holy name, letting him in to restore my faith. How can I feed my brain with the lies they've told of the evil ways? No, I will not sell my soul for a check or just to garner fame. No, I am protected, reign over everything that is in my way. Will not bend, will not break, will not lead the people astray.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah, he murdered that.
Yeah, you did. Yo, he absolutely murdered that. Hold on, I want to see if there's an ending to it.
Whoa, Blackie! I almost forgot what you were capable of. Wait,
That's fucking
deserve
funny,
one.
yo. That's tough though, but that's oh my god, that's funny. That's a funny ass video.
Yeah, man, he absolutely murdered it. And you know what I really liked, yo? I love like what he did at the end. That was crazy. That flow was like magnificent, yo. Like the singing.
Auto-tune.
Yes. Especially at the end too. It's like he almost made fun of the autotune, you know?
I think he was doing that. I think that was his purpose was to make fun of auto-tune.
Yeah. But what he was saying though was powerful. Super.
I like his cadence.
Was crazy.
I like his Eminem cadence when he started yelling.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was pretty good.
That Baskin Robbins scheme was crazy.
It was stupid,
He kept it going for a while too. He did the Baskin and the Robbins scheme, and then he went into like literally the scoop, right?
Yep.
And then the vanilla, like he literally was breaking it down with the ice cream.
Yeah, it was. And having like an overall message behind the scheme too, which was like really dope for the people. Dax is always for the people, man. He be speaking to people's facts.
I like how you say he couldn't vote.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
The vegetable part was like funny too, y'all. He killed that, y'all. Keeping it intact and stuff. I feel like most artists would never like even touch that, you know? First of all, they would lose attention, number one, and they would get canceled all at the same time.
Or what?
Speaking against the vegetable.
See, I think like that's more common now in our day of age. I feel back
Like
in the day,
music, you feel like?
yeah, I feel like that's like their goal is to get all these celebrities, which I think is stupid. I feel like nobody should listen to any celebrities on who you should vote for. I feel like you should do your own research, and you know what I mean. I just don't. I feel like it's more of a theme now to have like YouTubers, rappers, singers, actors.
No, for promoting the campaign for sure.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Like, that wasn't really a promotional campaign. That was more like telling the truth about like when they were saying he was intact, but he really wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that was crazy.
It is,
That's
but
more
that's
of a
still kind
diss.
of a camp. It's still a campaign because he's rapping against one side. You see what I mean? Like if he was, if he does both sides, then it wouldn't be like he's against both sides. But he's not. He's leaning more towards the right. That's why he says vote Donald. He's going to vote for Donald Trump, but he can't vote obviously because he's not American citizen.
But I just didn't see anybody talk about the vegetable part. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That sounded crazy to me. Yeah.
I like the conspiracy talk too. Like I like that he was saying like the whole Trump thing was set up with the whole shooting. Right?
I think so too.
Our organization.
Yeah. And there's a lot of good evidence to say that it definitely could have been something set up because they even had other people doing the same shooting, right? Mm-hmm. And they reenacted it, and they had a guy who literally doesn't even shoot. He owns a gun, he never even like shoots, and they had him do it. And like I think he shot like 10 times, and only one time did he miss the target of shooting him in the head. And he's not even trained or anything from the same distance. They're like, how did he not kill this dude?
And it's crazy because they had the camera. What's the cameras on the police called?
Oh, body cam.
Yes, they had the body cam, and I don't know why they would just let that guy get on the roof. Like that was crazy.
Yeah.
They were in the building,
they were being told by everybody.
Yeah, there were surveillance in the building, but they were staying inside the entire time, which made no sense. Of course, you would want to be outside and inside, Yeah. That's a weird one right there, but like that was a close one too. That was crazy close, bro.
Yeah, that is weird. Because even when he said like that assassination, vote Donald Trump, that assassination made people want to vote for him even more. Like he's definitely 100%. Right, yo.
He leaned on it too. He came out to 50 Cent's freaking many men, right? That's like playing on like literally 50 Cent got shot at. It's literally like you're literally campaigning with it now.
He got more street cred than Drake,
Oh,
Yeah, well,
yeah. The whole thing about that shooting too was crazy because a lot of people were even talking about like they kind of knew what was gonna happen, and even the Secret Service lady who ran the Secret Service, she stepped down because she couldn't even answer the questions of like why they didn't like have better security, weren't they taking it seriously, why didn't they have all this footage of people saying like they were talking to the Secret Service and showing like the guy was army crawling on the roof. And they have footage of people filming it and talking to the Secret Service like, hey, there's the guy up there, and they didn't take it serious.
If anybody knew that it was gonna happen, if they say they knew it was gonna happen, yo, they should get arrested ASAP. Yo, I really like that the Honda part too. I'm a Honda driver. I'm a Target shopper. Yeah. Oh my goodness, he was going in, yo. Yeah. And started off with the watermelon too, because of what's
stereotypes of black people eating water. Yeah.
But also
But he had the tajin though, so the tajin made it more like tajin. That's a Spanish thing.
Yeah, I love tajin.
Yeah.
That's the only way I eat watermelon now.
For sure.
The watermelon also represents the Palestine flag as well. You know,
does it?
Yeah. It's the same colors because they're not allowed to show their flag like in the West Bank and in Gaza. So like they bring watermelons out because it resembles their flag. So that was dope too. Yeah.
Fire video though.
Yo, super, bro. Super.
I knew Dax wasn't gonna quit, man. He too good. He ain't gonna quit rapping, bro.
Bro, he's so good.
He didn't even wait that long, bro. How long was it until he dropped the other one? He literally, you know, the fastest retirement. Like that's worse than Jay-Z saying that he retired. At least Jay-Z was gone for a little bit. He didn't even wait.
Nah, not at all. I don't know, because we are subscribed to his channel and he does a lot of shorts, and it's been all about like fathers and husband and wife videos, like funny ones and inspirational and so forth. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, this man is getting married. He's about to have a child. You know what I mean? That's why he probably said he was going to quit rapping. But I knew that the way he raps, bro, like he could never leave rapping, yo. There's no way in the world, yo. Like he gets to speak so much of what he feels and give it to the people. Like, why would you ever stop that? You know, it's like a form of release, you know, for him. Especially the way he passionately raps, you know. So I never had a doubt, honestly.
Yeah, it's like Eminem when he says that he's gonna stop writing and stop rapping, right?
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not, bro. Like all you do is sit at home and think of raps. Like
I'm waiting for his new album in 2047. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
He's like, I mean, you see what he did with his album too, that just came out, that this beat is from, the Houdini, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, what, like 51 now? That's crazy that he can still make an impact like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have thought his album would have done a lot better though, like sales wise.
Yeah.
But you know.
But it's the death of Slim Shady though.
It still made it to number one though. He took Taylor Swift off of her run.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not number one no more. It didn't last that long. I think Future and Metro Booming is number one right now.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing though. Like he's to his guns, you know. Like the death of Slim Shady, he stuck to his guns, like the way Slim Shady came about in the first place. Eminem introduced himself to the world, so it's like this world right now, this time and age, is not really ready for that, you know. So for him to have an impact as he did, even though it wasn't as big of an impact as his other albums, it's still very impressive. You know?
It's definitely impressive
because he didn't cater to them. You know what I mean? To the new age now.
It was crazy. Is we keep saying the death of Slim Shady, but I've been listening to a lot of that album again. I actually really love that album. And it's actually Slim Shady killing Eminem in the album. Like if you listen to it, it's Eminem getting murdered.
He kidnapped him and tied him up. Yeah, you couldn't really tell who is who because it's like a split personality issue, you know. Yeah, nah, that was crazy. That's why I'm glad Dax did this too on the Houdini from that album. So that was super duper dope too. Yeah, killed it. Absolutely killed it, Dax. Shout out to Dax, the People's Facts. Guys, we give you our thoughts. You give us your thoughts on the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell everybody about my catalog. Until next time.
Peace.